when you're trying to play on the front foot against the better teams, Inter in this group, obviously not Pilsen and Bayern, is that then you're asking questions of your defence.
Right.
Because you're exposing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen Man City do it, we've seen Liverpool do it, and it's not worked too well for them this year. But we've seen these teams, these good attacking teams, they leave themselves exposed at the back to 2-on-2 or 3-on-2s or whatever it is, and they take that risk. You look at this back four, I know they've got 1 or 2 injuries, you look at this back line, you look at that holding midfielder and Sergio Busquets and his age, there's not a lot of protection there. There's a lot of sleepless nights in that defence for Xavi at the moment.
Do they get it done, Ali?
I think they do, but Xavi's going to have to make critical decisions. And for a long time now, I have been saying, and Stewie alluded to it, I have been saying that Dembele and Rafinha cannot be on the field at the same time unless you put Rafinha down the right. That's where he's most successful. Now, Dembele is most successful down the right side as well. We saw Rafinha against Tunisia with Brazil last week score 2 goals coming from that right-hand side. He was lost today down the left. And Marcos Alonso doesn't really give you a credible threat down the left-hand side. So if you're Xavi, you're going to have to truly evaluate, how do I make myself or make my team have credible threats on both sides on the field, so that teams cannot just skew everything, center everything, and kind of push everything to one side and make it predictable. You have to be able to attack down both sides. Barcelona was unable to do that today and made it a whole lot easier for Inter to defend. So the decision on what happens with Rafinha, the decision on what happens with Marcos Alonso, the decision as to what happens in terms of what you do out of the midfield. Is Frank Kessie a better option for this sort of games? A guy that's actually willing to run inside the 18-yard box, gives you an option on set pieces as well, gives you an option on floated balls inside the 18-yard box, if that's the way you're going to play. Xavi's going to have to get all of those decisions right, and then they're going to have to get productivity from Lewandowski if indeed he gets service.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.